Spill it, girl.
Welcome to Spill It Girl, a wine and wine with the ladies from Bachelor Canada.
Yeah.
A lot went down this week.
Oh yeah. 6 ladies in the house. He's going home to meet 3 of their families next week.
Which means 3 of them are leaving this episode. Tears aplenty are going on. Let's keep in mind though that Jesse and Stacy are yet to have a one-on-one with Chris.
That's true. I feel like they haven't really gotten to know him yet, and vice versa with him on like that same level that the other girls have, right?
You're absolutely right. Jesse wins the one-on-one this week. They go on a catamaran and they hang out. But the problem is Chris is a very physically affectionate person, and she does not like it attached.
No, she actually refers to herself as a porcupine.
Sexy. But goes on, so they kind of talk about it. She admits she's not really, you know, the type to be very physically affectionate at all. So then there's going to be only 1 rose given out this week, let's keep in mind, and that's going on the 2-on-1 date.
Yes.
So basically, this is high pressure situation. So
like one of them is getting sent home, and the other is safe.
Yeah.
And like the only safe person out of all 6 of them. So yeah, it's like do or die.
Yeah, big stakes on this date. So then they have a 3-on-1 date. The 3-on-1 date is Michaela, Lindsay, and Stacy.
Yes.
They go to the beach with Chris and they build like a sand sculpture of Chris. Like, can you say budget? Like, money's running out on this show.
Yeah, I think that Lindsay's, by the way, is the nicest one because she really like was able to capture a moment that they had when they first saw each other. But Stacy ended up winning that challenge.
Yeah, she only didn't really win anything. She won
what did she win?
Like a bit of a conversation with Chris.
Oh,
ding,
right.
ding, ding, ding. But it's good for her because she didn't get one before.
Right.
So on the 2-on-1 date, it's very intense. First of all, Katie is losing her damn mind this whole time.
She was just crying the whole time. And the thing is, she's going on and on about how much of a connection her and Chris have and that they've always had. But I don't think I've ever seen it. Have you?
I don't know. She's got something's up with Katie. And honestly, like, she was acting so
cries
crazy.
A lot.
I don't know how the other girls felt safe sleeping in the same house as her. Like, it was that bad. Also, at one point, Katie admits that she's never had a misunderstanding in her whole entire life.
Ever.
Like, she's just going wild.
Yeah.
So they go on this date, and I'm not really sure what the date is. He basically brings them somewhere to dump one of them. So he takes them up a mountain.
To the top of a mountain to tell one of them that they're going home.
And that was?
That was Kate.
It was Kate, unfortunately.
Yes.
So I don't know, like maybe Chris likes the craziness of Katie.
Think so.
Like
well, Kate she's very much an intellect, you know? Not that Chris isn't, but she's very, you know, maybe a little bit more powerful and strong-willed.
I feel like some men like to know, though, where they stand, and he knows where he stands with Katie at all times because she's screaming it in his face at all times.
Yes, that's true. She's a little intense, but I think he's starting to like it a little bit.
He's into it. So then finally there's a rose ceremony, but they're only giving out 2 roses. Keep in mind, Katie already has one.
Yeah, so he's only giving out 2 roses and there's 5 girls at this point. So
Lindsay, of course, gets one.
Yes, my girl Michaela got the first one, by the way.
She did. So that means Jesse and Stacy are going home, which is sad because we've been like cheering for Stacy since I've been cheering for Stacy since day 1.
Yes, I know you have. She seemed she seems a little quiet. Like I never saw her love for Chris really as much as the other girls, but
I thought she was playing it cool. So silver lining, Stacy got voted off the show, but we get to meet her, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She was too good for him anyway. I'm still not part of this.
Cheers.
Welcome to Spill It Girl. Cheers, we got Stacy here.
Thank you for having me.
What a treat to have you, Stacy.
Oh, you know.
We've been big fans of you since day 1, and I've always picked you as like, I thought you were going to be one of the top 3 standing. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes though. Let's talk, okay?
The meat and potatoes.
I literally feel like you were being punished for being honest on the show the entire time. Do you feel the same way?
Really? That's how you feel?
I feel like you were always like, you know what, I haven't really had a serious relationship yet. I haven't brought a guy home yet. You know, you don't fake feelings. You were just like, you know, like if you met, you're kind of playing it cool, I feel. And I feel like you're getting punished for that constantly. Did you feel that?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I was getting punished for it per se. I mean, ultimately, I guess that's kind of why I got sent home. But I just wanted to like stay true to who I was and tell my story for who I am. So. Are
you happy you played it so cool?
Yeah, absolutely. I have no regrets with how I went on this journey, and I think like I made the most of all the time that I had.
I feel like out of the girls, you were the most normal. Like meaning, like you know, like you met this guy. There's like a bunch of other girls competing for him. You're not going to throw your heart at him or your body at him right away and be like, pick me, I love you. I like the fact that you were just kind of like, let's see what happens. You know, you're being cool. You're enjoying the moment. Is that kind of your personality? Would you say?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think, I mean, obviously this situation is so unique to its own, but you just kind of have to like roll with the punches. It was very hard to adapt from like real life dating into this dating, but I tried to just make it as natural as possible.
On that note, now that, are you single or are you with anyone right now?
I'm single.
She's single, Stacy. Everyone's
Still.
probably very, very excited to hear that because you have lots of fans. Everyone just thinks you're absolutely gorgeous and they think you're sweet, so you're gonna have no problem, I promise you.
Fingers crossed.
You, for sure. Don't you worry, I promise you. Okay, so now that you're single, do you have anyone reaching out on social media, on Facebook, being like, you know what, Chris has lost my game, I'm gonna try and get a date? Do you have anyone doing that?
No.
If you haven't thought of doing it, now they have. Now watch, the floodgates have opened.
Yeah, right. Uh-oh.
What qualities did you not like about Chris?
I wouldn't say there's anything that I didn't like about him.
Is there any qualities he didn't have that you like in a potential partner?
No, honestly. I mean, I didn't get to see like all of the qualities that he had, so I mean, I can't really touch on that too much, but from what I saw, I did like it. Yeah, who knows?
Did you like the way he looked physically? Is that your type normally?
Yeah, I love like the tall, bearded, tattoo fit. Yeah.
I'm some of those things. Stacy! Hands where I can see them, okay. All right, no worries. Now you had, okay, was there a point when you were on the show, and you're from Vancouver,
yes,
and he's based here in Toronto, was there a part of you being like, even if this works out, I don't know if I want to move across the country and leave everything I've established for this guy? Did you ever think of that? Did you ever let it get that far?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We actually had that conversation. Just some things don't make TV, but yeah, I'm totally open to moving. I haven't found my place to be yet, or where I'm the most happy. So who knows where that will be.
Do you think Toronto guys are different than Vancouver guys?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to answer.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like Toronto guys like to go out and get smashed, and then like Vancouver guys are like, meet you at 6 a.m. for a hike. You know, like it's a different lifestyle, 100%.
You're kind of right about that, actually.
And Toronto guys like discombobulate if it rains, whereas Vancouver people are very used to it. Like you try and have a date and it rains, like you're expecting cancel text, right? Whereas Vancouver people just grin and bear it.
Really?
Everything stops. People can't even drive in Toronto when it rains. Are you serious?
But that's like Vancouver with snow.
Okay.
Like if there's snow on the ground, like cancel
Halt.
Everything. Like you're in your house for like a week.
Oh.
Even like a little, like just a dusting.
Just a dusting.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get that all the time here, no
game
problem.
done.
Toronto also can't drive in the snow, so I guess we're screwed on both ends. What is your fondest memory of this experience?
I'd say probably just like meeting the girls. They're all amazing. I've made some really good friendships from them. So
I feel like with a lot of the girls, I mean, there's some exceptions, but like honestly, I feel like every girl who comes on here says like if they left with anything, it might not be a rose, but they left with a bunch of roses, like in their heart. Like, they all seem to be friends and get along well, which is really sweet.
Yeah, we did. I think we all meshed really well.
Now you got friends across the country, you got places to stay while you check out different cities.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Love that.
Who are you rooting for now is my last question for you.
Oh, that's tough. They're honestly all great girls, obviously, of what we've seen so far. You know, I got a chance to room with Michaela, and I think that every time she came back from a date, she was always very, very excited and never had any doubts about him, which, I mean, obviously I had some doubts, so I couldn't really speak that same language to her. But I think that they'd be really good together.
See, I'm saying Michaela too, so you've got
You've
got good taste, Stacy. Cheers to you. Spill it, girl.
Cheers. Thanks for having
coming
me.
on. My pleasure.
Spill it, girl.